happen, I'll delete it. Work. Magic. That's so weird. It went fully red for like 5 seconds. That's not right. Please don't be broken. Appears to be working.
Combination of Discord, Roll20, something's gonna break.
It's 99% of the time it's Roll20.
Yeah.
Like the video audio in Roll20, I dislike it immensely.
We don't have. I play another campaign with people who live here in Texas, and we do Roll20 and D&D Beyond, and we don't use Discord. And I've found the audio visual kind of sync issues to be more so with people who are further away, I guess, because we have one person who's down in like Houston right now finishing up his master's degree, and he always seems to have the worst of it as far as just getting everything to work together.
In my Monster of the Week Dungeon World game, we do audio video on Discord, and we only use Roll20 for dices. And the guy in Colorado has all the problems. Everyone in Georgia's fine.
So it's a distance thing. It must
I mean, it shouldn't be, like, because I do video chat with people all across the country every day for work. In other countries,
you don't do it on Roll20.
Well, I don't do it on Discord either.
Even still.
Like the Monster of the Week Dungeon World game is all the audio video is in Discord.
Okay.
You're muted, D. You're not muted. Well, you're saying things. Or you're pooping. Is that what you're mouthing things? And I'm just gonna say nonsense. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog ran behind you. Oh, she's typing.
Can't find her mic. It's there on your head.
Yeah, it's actually, I see it. Lift your right hand and go, ah.
Just tap it 3 times.
I think it's the right. Yep. Tap your heels together 3 times and say whatever you need to say, and then your audio will work.
That's what the random guy in the hot air balloon said.
And he was never wrong. 100% of the time.
Never. Never. He always had it right.
You know, D is like the technical liaison for the Columbus County.
I know.
Oh, it looks like she's muted and deafened herself.
I can use the microphone that's on my webcam, but for some reason I have to unplug it to do videos for this public speaking course. I'm guessing y'all can hear me now.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Fuck you. But so when I plugged it back in, for some reason Discord's having trouble finding it. So I'm trying to get reconnected.
I think it's time for a new webcam for me. You should get one too.
Those things are stupid expensive though still.
I know. I've got bad news, D.
What?
I've got terrible news.
What?
I went back and watched the video. Your NPC told us to go get intel. He did not say we had to kill anybody.
He said to find him.
Yeah, we found him.
You have not found her.
We
Guess we
know.
haven't technically found her yet.
We know where she is.
You have not found her.
So, we send in our rogue to go lay eyes on her. And then we're like, all right, time to go. Because she's a vampire, right? Supposedly. Brett should be here. Oh, wait, there he is. I see him. He's in chat. I was like, he's been playing Magister. I know he's online. There's Jeff. We're just missing Scott? This is insane. He's always here. Ba-dum. Race and go. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
So we ripped everyone to pieces.
We win!
You beat the game.
We killed everyone.
Welcome to New Game Plus, where everything's made up and the plotline doesn't matter.
Yes. That is exactly how the Dungeon World game goes.
And all of the mobs stand up twice as strong.
Well, let's not get crazy.
The only difference is a slight palette shift.
They're just gray instead of green, and it says they have 5 more health.
So are we just starting without Scott?
It depends. You're the boss.
You're in charge.
Does anyone want to try and like text him?
I did. I paged him in Discord.
Be patient. I mean, like actually reach him. I don't think he got the urge to play.
99% of the time he responds on Discord.
Man, it's weird to be in the 1% for once.
I know, right? Let's make it rain.
You playing, question mark.
Does it say red?
What does that mean?
Do you get to see that he's read your text message or not?
I don't think so.
Alright, Sean, you like to talk, so why don't you tell us what happened last time?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we killed a werewolf. And he was a tiny little werewolf, and then we executed him after the fact, I think. We did that, right? That sounds like something we would do.
I think that's something you did.
We executed him. And then we were going to go see this nice lady and tell her that she needs to either stop killing and eating nobles, or she needs to hire us to do it for her so she doesn't get caught anymore. And we were headed to her house to ring the doorbell.
At the point where we had a werewolf and we forced him to change back and then killed him and then realized we should have kept the werewolf.
He was a minion. Big BBEGs don't care about their minions. It's proven. Although maybe we should have a game where the BBEG is like the father figure and all of the villains are his children, and every time you kill one, he's very upset.
Saying you want to play a Perry the Platypus Dr. Doofenshmirtz game, and everything is just balloony.
I also have to deal with the fact that it has been a couple weeks. I did not have a chance to at all.
Just make it up. That's all we're doing.
I have a guide. So let's see. We left off after we met. Did you even ask the werewolf's name?
Doesn't matter. He did.
I think we did at one point.
I'm gonna call
I
him.
don't think.
I'm gonna name him Daryl.
His name was Gormagord.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Daryl.
He squared.
And he said that you could find the owner of the. What's the name of that? Something Pegasus. Ghastly Pegasus. At a place called the People's Enchantments.
That's where we're going. It's her front door, right? Does it have a doorbell? Are we already there?
He said he would just give Scott a second.
I just want to know what the scene is. Are we at the front door? Are we going to get ambushed on the way down the street? Should I already be rolling initiative?
If that's where you're heading, then you are at the front.
You attack the front door. Roll for initiative.
If we have to roll initiative to fight the door, that means the door can fight back, and I'm not keen on fighting a door that can fight back.
Are we rolling it?
We're rolling initiative against the door for realsies?
No, I was asking YouTube.
Yeah, we're streaming. We've been streaming since like five before.
Oh, God. Yeah, no problem.
I don't want to worry about it.
We haven't said anything about anything. Most of what we say is nonsense anyway.
Yeah, I know. I'm still just mad about this past week, and especially yesterday. I will hold off on talking.
I think you were muted when you were saying angry things about things.
Yeah, you were muted for a second earlier.
Well, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, well, feel free.
Oh,
No, because I still
you looked angry.
Oh, that was just me being annoyed that my headphones weren't working right. That my microphone won't work right.
Piece of shit. So what kind of mansion is it? Is it a big like vampire like a manse? Like it's well decorated, like Gothic Victorian gargoyles all over the outside, or is it just like a normal house?
I'll go ahead and
You said it's a shack?
The People's Enchantment is along a road full of small shrines and market stalls. The Enchanter is a simple terracotta building with a white shingled roof and dead hedges out front. It contains curtains draped over the walls and a bookshelf full of paintings and supplies. If you look into the windows, you'll see that.
One of us should look in the windows so that we know this information. Is there... So, looking at the house, is this like a townhouse situation where the houses are connected, or is there like an alleyway?
There are alleyways.
Okay. I would very much like to send our rogues around the back door to interrogate the back door while it's in the front door.
Interrogate the back door.
I'll go slip around back and look for a way in.
When I say we want to send you to find a way in, we are going to go in the front door and cause a whole bunch of noise, and I want you to steal things.
Oh, okay. You don't want me to jump out and help, just steal.
Well, I mean, if it sounds like we need help, that's...
Keep stealing? Gotcha.
Grab anything that's not nailed to the floor, and that's your job.
Specifically the shiny things. But like,
Okay.
if you find yourself in a room with us and she doesn't see you, like, put your knife in her neck.
Okay. You don't
So
want to
you're-
stand behind her and like mimic like I'm talking when she's talking.
You just
Do that trick?
you just walk up, go blah blah blah. Gack.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I also want to send our other rogue. I feel like you would do well to have backup.
You're
yeah.
gonna call and tell him that he has to be there.
Looks like Scott's logging in, or he. I see Scott's audio.
Yeah,
Do we need
he's
to be sneaky?
There he is.
Do we need a what, Scott?
Do we need to be sneaky?
I
My
mean,
camera's not working for some reason. I don't understand why.
my preference is you be sneaky until we need you to not be sneaky, and then you be stabby.
Okay. Okay. I think I can do that.
yeah, we can handle that.
And I think the three of us entering the front door, I'm kind of picturing us acting like vacuum cleaner salesmen, almost.
Well, I thought everything was made out of glass, so it didn't matter.
We're going
Oh,
into
they-
the vampire lady's house.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, we want to be like, we want to get in the house in a pushy kind of we belong here kind of way because we're here to see the boss.
I see.
Well,
And our-
and hopefully we can do that. Everyone cool with the plan?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, not at all. But I mean, stop you.
Listen, what you should be doing, Mr. Tortle Cleric, is you should lay some blessings on us.
We may not need them yet.
I mean, bless lasts
So
for a
who
while.
is sneaking around the building?
I am and Sky Full of Stars.
All right. So, lots of corners to go around. When you're going around the building, it's just surrounded by these dead hedges, brown grass. There are a lot of windows to this place, but every single one of them is completely sealed shut and covered in those same and covered in drapes, so you can't see inside.
Okay. Can I search along the bottom, like looking for maybe some, if there's like, maybe it's a raised floor or something?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Like a hidden entrance.
I'm gonna warn y'all, this is gonna be real short tonight, and could be really, really short depending on how y'all handle this.
Don't worry, we'll
Sure.
drag it out.
Yeah.
I feel like we already are. We didn't go in the front door or something. We're already dragging it down.
I'm doing my best to make this as complicated as possible. I'm splitting the party. I'm sending out scouts. We're gonna go to the front door at the same time.
So proud of you, Sean. You're doing a great job.
So, there, it appears to just be on a cement slab without any sort of raised bits to it. You do discover a very small crawl space towards one of the back corners. There seems to be a little bit of the smell coming out of it.
I look at Sky Full of Stars. I guess this is our only way.
Can I investigate what that smell is
Yes, how would you like to investigate it?
with my cat-like nose, my heightened senses?
It smells vaguely of old death, but it's faint.
Old death.
Old death.
Oh,
Well, that's not as bad.
So like,
As long as they're not coming up with new death.
it's like zombies.
Straight from Interview with a Vampire.
Smells like something's been in there dead for a while.
For
Let's
just
go.
8, I don't want to lose my lunch, is what I'm saying.
Hey man, my nose is more sensitive than yours. Let's go.
All right, let's get
At least it's not like fetid bodies or, you know.
Well, the smell may get stronger the closer we get. We'll find out.
Are you going in first?
I'll go in first.
Okay, and I'll follow behind.
Okay. I'm guessing that means you're prying open the door to the crawl space.
Yeah, do you need help doing that, Scott?
If I try to pull it open, does it budge?
Yeah, it's kind of stuck on the dirt, but it's just a sort of a small wooden door.
I'll use my cat-like claws to and clear it so that the door opens with ease.
Right? You pull it open, and it kind of runs mostly under the house. Some parts are blocked off by like studs and wooden things, so it's not very big under there. Do you have any sort of night vision, dark vision?
I do have night vision.
Night vision.
I think everyone does.
I think everybody does.
So that's why it's a bullshit racial.
Yeah. Well, I am a cat, so.
So above, there's a dirt floor, and then above it is just hardwood that looks like the underside is flooring. And there does seem to be some things and lots of cobwebs and spider webs and things, but seems to be some things like kind of thrown around in the dirt.
So it doesn't look like anybody's been here in a while, is what you're saying.
No, not really.
Oh. Well. Are the cobwebs disturbed?
No.
Then people have not been here in a while. That's my takeaway from that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to crawling.
Yeah.
I'm a cat. I can fit into small spaces.
Get in that death hole.
I go wiggling in before Brett sees just my tail as it's fluttering about before it disappears into the crawl space.
Now, the flooring above you appears to be really solid, thick wood. You don't really see any gaps in it, but as you're crawling, your hand brushes up against something in the dirt.
What do my tabaxi eyes show me?
Look with your tabaxi eyes.
If you kind of mess around and pull it up, you do find some bone. What appear to be humanoid in nature.
Human bones. All right.
Alright. I grab 2 femurs and air drum while I'm laying.
In the air tonight starts playing in the background.
Remember, your job is to steal everything, so go ahead and pocket those bones.
Let's pocket these bones. He said steal everything. Could be famous bones.
You know, while we're down here, I do have a flask of oil. We could just light this bitch up. Be done with
Let's
it.
do it.
Just torch it. That's a good idea.
Let's go ahead and start preparing it to go, and while they're in there doing their thing, then.
Sure.
What are y'all preparing to do?
I'm gonna take my flasks of oil, hand one of them to Brett. Brett, what was your character's name again? Which one were you?
Renan Krill.
Renan Krill, that was it. I'll hand one of my bottles of oil to Renan. I'll take out one of the rags and I'll just start dipping it and rubbing it up against the wooden structure as we continue to crawl forward.
Arson wasn't enough.
Yeah, y'all are kind of going with a theme here.
It's called an insurance plan, contingency.
It's called insurance fraud.
Well, it's not fraud because we're not collecting on it.
Yeah, we don't own the policy.
Maybe we should get a policy.
No, we'll show up after they get the payout, and then tell them they owe us half because we burned it down.
We had no idea they were going to burn it down. We'd like our money now, please.
While
Alright.
we're doing that, fade to black.
What's the rest of the party doing?
Walking up. Is it like a stoop at the front door, or is it ground level?
It's ground level.
All right.
Right at the front
Walk
door.
up. We're gonna knock on the front door.
All right. When you approach the door, you can hear some voices talking inside, and when you knock, they go quiet, and you hear one voice say, "Come in."
These are vampires. They're like just inviting people in. They should know better.
Yeah.
Time to kick the door in.
It's a habit. They're only used to having other vampires.
Sorry.
They're going to be
Storytelling isn't the best tonight. You have to bear with me.
they're going to be very surprised when they see a hobgoblin stick his face in.
Okay, so are y'all going?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So like I
Find
said,
us.
all the windows are draped in curtains, and the bookshelves are full of paintings and paintings and supplies. And in the middle of this, so y'all walk in. It doesn't actually show where the front door is, so I'm gonna assume it's here.
It's
And then
wherever.
this is yeah. And then this is just an open hallway, and here is a woman and a halfling.
Wait, where'd you say the front door was?
I'm gonna say it's here.
That's the bathroom. That's a toilet.
Is it? Where?
Looks like a toilet.
That rusty
It's
brown thing.
Definitely a toilet.
That's a toilet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, so this is what they gave me, but they didn't describe anything.
I would imagine
Oh, wait,
that
here.
this
That
would
is
be
the
the
front
front door.
Yeah.
And then this is just an open hallway, and they're standing in here.
Okay, so we come down the hallway and we're like right here.
Yes. And you see fine shit. A woman and a halfling are standing there. The halfling is a petite, short woman, is perpetually holding a chocolate of some kind. She wears a red-collared shirt and brown skirt. She accessorizes with a tan scarf around her waist and a bandolier diagonally across her shirt, marred by chocolate. Her hair is cut close to her head, and she wears crescent spectacles with a black band. And the other person is a well-shaped woman, just over 50, wearing silk and is sort of lounging seductively on this couch over here.
Well shaped indeed.
Well shaped means like hourglass figure, right?
Her white hair is drawn into a tight ponytail with a clover scrunchie. Her eyes are brown and beady.
I just want to make sure that I heard you right. The first person you said, they have a sash of chocolate.
Yes, they're holding chocolates.
Like
That's our little halfling.
a tray of chocolates?
The sashes.
Sash.
Oh, I forgot to.
Like a bandolier of chocolates.
Yeah.
Excellent.
To make an
So
avatar.
Are they Turkish delights?
Turkish delights are chocolate.
I'm just
The fantasy version is D. Get with it.
Turkish delight is gross.
I have a
Never
question.
had it.
It's not good.
Do either of these can we see the teeth on either of these people?
No, you can't.
They're just like
They're not walking around like.
maybe they should. It would be helpful if they did that.
they're just standing there with just a grimace.
You walk in. When you walk in, they turn around. They're just like.
They bare their fangs menacingly, and that's what they look like. And everyone busts into laughter.
The white-haired happy poop. The white-haired woman turns and looks at you and says, "Why have you come to my abode?"
Do we remember? Or do we know what the name of the person we're looking for is?
We were given
yeah,
the name of the lady.
He gave me the name. Her name is Emily. Emily Heiser.
We're looking for an audience with Emily. We have business to discuss.
You seem to have found me. How can I help?
That's a good question. Let me think about this for a moment. It's been 2 weeks.
You're wasting my time.
Why are we here?
What is life all about?
Okay, so we need to. What's his name? Dwarf sent us here to deal with her, and we may or may not do that.
His name was Einkel Lutger.
Ankle.
Lutger.
Here's what I'll do. I'll say, a representative has hired us, to deal with you, and we would love to give you the opportunity to counteroffer before we do that.
I don't deal with that. Jasmine, get rid of them. And the halfling starts grabbing some of the chocolates out of her bandolier and hitting them into the ground, and the room begins to fill with smoke.
Chocolate smoke?
It looks no, it actually looks like paint swipes crossing across the room and completely filling your vision.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
Hold my breath.
Now, the floors were wooden, even though they were thick, right?
It would
They
take-
were.
Can
Y'all-
we hear anything going on upstairs or
You
above us?
can barely hear some muffled.
Okay.
We hear a conversation, but we can't make out anything other than like.
Yeah, and then
So
you
right
hear like
now, it sounds like people talking.
poof poof,
Oh.
I
and
like
suddenly
whatever's going on here.
as the
All of a
Smoke
sudden, the
starts
data.
to subside, you find yourself in it appears to be your inside of a painting. It's an odd landscape with several small creatures wandering about, each possessing small bottles of strange, clear, strong-smelling liquid.
Hmm.
Well, damn. We done did it, guys.
So we're in a painting now?
You are in a painting,
Holding my breath.
and these
Hello.
small creatures are just wandering around.
Hello, children. Are you by chance named Artemis?
Our rogues shouldn't be in the painting, right?
Nope.
I'm not there. I'm just making comments.
They're
Peanut
crawling
gallery.
around under the house.
Uh,
What did the little small things look like? Did you say they were children?
They're just odd, small-looking creatures, and each one is holding a small bottle of liquid.
I will approach one of these small creatures and ask, "Can you tell us where we are?"
It screeches horribly and tries to run away.
I grab it by the neck.
Snap
It
its neck.
spins around and chucks the bottle of liquid straight at you.
Can I catch it?
Sure. Go for it. Roll dexterity.
Lightning reflexes.
You gotta be a high roll.
16?
You catch it, but it's made of very fragile glass and shatters in your hand.
I'm very clumsy.
The
Your own
liquid
strength.
starts pouring across your hand, and as it's pouring, you see your arm dissolving away.
So I have a stub.
Yeah, basically.
So it's paint thinner.
Does it hurt?
Not really.
Well, then I'll say, I thought this would hurt more. Oh, well, I always wanted to get a hook.
Yeah.
Where did it go? That's weird.
Gundar taps you on the shoulder and he says, "Yeah, now you can get that cool saw arm you always talk about."
Yes! I'm gonna get like a mini crossbow affixed to my hand.
We're doing like the Lord of the Ring orcs, like we're pounding our chest, going.
Is my boomstick?
we're just working ourselves up into a frenzy.
We need someone smarter than us to calm us down. Okay, well then we fucked.
Wait, you fucked? That's highly inappropriate in the situation that you're currently in.
What are you talking about? There's nothing else to do, obviously.
We're stuck.
Yeah, we're stuck in a painting. That's it.
Actually, this is very bad for us because if they light the place on fire, we are done,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
and they have no reason not to.
Not yet, we don't.
So are the little gob? So what are they? Are they like the forest spirits from Spirited
They're
Away?
not anything that you would recognize. They're just weird, odd. Like you can't even hardly see them clearly because they're sort of a blotchy around the edges.
I still have one by the neck in my hand, right?
What?
I still have one by the neck in my hand, right?
No, they wiggled out because they splashed it onto that arm.
Oh. I wonder if we erase ourselves, if we'll disappear or die, or we'll be ejected from the painting.
You die in the
Alright.
game, you die in real life.
Can we look around and see if there's anything that might help us out of this predicament? Like, so we're in this hallway with a bunch of doors and little fuzzy grayling things shifting around with bottles. Is there anything else that we can see?
No, it's just like weird, surreal landscape for as far as the eye can see.
Walking towards something, does it get closer or does it stay at the same distance?
They stay the same distance.
Fine.
Okay, I wanna grab one of the little people, but I want to grab them in such a way that I get both of their arms and pin them to their side so they can't just throw the bottle at me.
Alright. Roll me dexterity. Or roll me acrobatics.
I want to pop one with Sacred Flame. Just the next one that I see.
Okay, I mean, they're all over the place, so.
Any of them.
22.
Nice.
Why
She
is it?
seems to just, like, bend and contort out of the way,
Okay.
and you don't get her. You said you wanted to cast Sacred Flame on one of them?
Whichever one's closest to me.
Alright, so what does that do?
It's a dex save.
Okay, but what does the spell do?
Oh,
Exactly.
Fire.
flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see.
Alright, what do they have to be?
That's a great question. 16.
Oops. How do you GM roll? Or
If you
how do you do it again?
you type in you slash GM roll all one string space and then the roll you want to do.
Alright. So it has hit her. She is on fire. But it just seems like the flames are like wrapping around her. So now she's on fire, but just still walking around with her little bottle of liquid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's amazing.
When it hits her, the fire seems to turn to paint as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So like, there's a puddle of paint where the paint thing used to be.
Not really a puddle of paint. No, she's just walking around and she's on fire.
But the fire looks like it's part of the painting is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we reach any of the doors?
There aren't really doors. It's more like just landscape. I just wanted a picture of
Okay.
creepy children in a painting. Surrealist painting.
As the most martial that ever did martial, I don't have any magic to get us out of this.
I'd like to slash at the wall.
There isn't a wall. It's a landscape.
Oh, so,
The wall
okay.
is not real. This is just a picture of creepy children, and then you're really surrounded by this landscape that I
Well, there-
forgot to make.
So slash at the ground and see if it tears the painting.
Yeah.
Okay. You slash at the ground. We're gonna say you have to roll because you're just hitting the ground with your sword, and it cuts open layers, but it just looks like layers and layers of paint.
Yes, I'm gonna shake the paint off of my sword.
Splatter, splatter, splatter.
Can I scoop up some of the paint on like the end of an arrowhead?
Sure, go for it.
And I want to draw a door on the ground with a doorknob and then try to open it.
Okay. That's gonna take some kind of roll, but I don't know what.
Art roll.
Yeah, is there an art?
Do like
Creativity.
I'm proficient.
So what I would do to you guys in the D&D game is when you came up with interesting stuff, I would just set a DC check and just have you roll a D20 with proficiency.
I'm proficiency in pottery.
And it's a performance
I think
check.
it's a performance check.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
All right, I'm good at that. 13.
You can tell it's a door with like a ball at the edge of it. It's, a simple door. Who just make playing cards?
I'm gonna guess the guy who has the playing cards above his picture now.
Yeah. I'm stealing one of them. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
We're under the house. We're playing cards.
So, can I open the door now that I've drawn it?
You could try.
I do that.
Okay, when you grab hold of your little doorknob made of paint, it just squishes in your one remaining hand. But the paint seems to kind of almost seep into your skin, like it's coloring your skin.
Interesting. Can I draw? I want to take the paint and draw my arm back.
Okay, give me another performance check. I want to see how that works.
It's like a stick arm.
So
You
there's,
have,
there's a
like-
nub and then
It's
a stick arm with like
a
three
stick-
fingers.
It's
Yeah, basically.
they're just spread out like that.
Everything's kind of droopy and squiggly.
I flex them. Do they appear to function?
Yeah, it seems like they actually have a little bit of functioning. You move one of the three fingers and it just sort of like breaks in half and falls off.
I say good as
Falls
new.
off.
Good as new.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to try and cast
Jesus, Jeff.
Dispel Magic.
Good enough.
Oh God, Jeff, what the fuck?
It's good enough. It's almost an offer.
God,
I don't like that at all.
I wasn't ready for that.
Ugh.
That's horrifying.
Close enough.
Okay, so
Alright.
what does Dispel Magic do?
It does that. It says choose one creature, object, or magical effect. I'm going to target the painting itself
Okay.
as a thing. And so if it's a third level or lower spell, it automatically stops. If it's fourth level or higher, I have to make a check.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know it doesn't do anything.
Well, fuck.
We needed to know that though.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
But that was a spell slot.
you only have so many third level spells.
Especially at this level.
Alright, so I'm going to. The only thing that has done anything in this world is
Hey,
these
yeah.
little bottles.
Real quick, y'all think amongst yourself. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
That's funny. You were I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
The paint thinner bottles.
Just like
So maybe we have to
dumping them.
paint thin ourselves away. Like, just dump them.
I said that before, but Scott said if I die in the game, I die in real life.
I said knowing how this module goes, I don't know. I don't know how this ends. But
Yeah, we just grab the bottles of paint thinner and just dump them on our heads, and it's like it's a 50-50 chance that we're either gonna dissolve into nothingness or we will reappear in the real world.
And the great thing is we split the party, so like even if we do die, there's still a chance for, something else to happen.
Death by misadventure.
This is me after I've taken the paint thinner.
What if we... Can you do sending?
No, I don't have sending right now.
Dang it. So here's what I'm thinking. If we can communicate with the vampire lady, we can say, hey, we'd like to make a deal, but if you're not willing to make one, we have other people in the field that will deal with you.
I mean, it's worth a shot if we can figure out a way to get a message to her.
We have paint. We could write it on the painting. I'm assuming this painting is hanging somewhere that she can see it.
Possibly.
Like if I were going to capture people and keep them for my amusement, I'd want to be able to see them for the amusement part.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot. It's definitely worth a shot before trying to kill ourselves. So,
Yeah, that's a good point.
We could
I don't
all...
know if Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we could just dump the paint thinner stuff on the painting until it makes a hole that we can go through.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think
all
is
the
a good
way
idea.
down.
But would y'all come out and just be little painting guys?
Yeah, we're like
Be like Paper Mario.
Yeah.
2D monsters.
Well, think about it this way. Your Dispel Magic tells you that it's not a magical effect because you would have had to roll for it otherwise.
Right.
At least not magic that can be affected by Dispel Magic. I mean, it's
Okay.
obviously magic, but...
What do y'all want to do?
I'm going to take some paint on the end of my arrow, and I'm going to write out a message on the wall that says, we'd like to make a deal. If you don't, we have other people in the field that will solve you. We are not alone.
Do we really want to let them know that there are stealth agents somewhere in the house?
I didn't say in the house.
I guess.
Okay, where are you writing this?
Somewhere that is clearly visible in big bold text.
It stands.
Yeah, Comic Sans.
In Comic Sans. Okay.
They're gonna do wingdings.
Well, you write it, but what did it say again?
It said we want to make a deal, but if you don't want to deal with us, then we have other people who deal with you. Something to that effect. I'm trying to intimidate her into making a deal with us.
All right, and so what do you do after you write it?
I wait for a response.
Waiting, and you're waiting, and waiting, and nothing seems to be happening.
All right, let's paint thinner ourselves, boys.
We're gonna start trying to get these bottles of paint thinners from these creatures and dump them on ourselves.
All right, how are you gonna get them away from your children creatures?
I would probably be the worst sneak imaginable and
Okay.
pretend try my hardest to sneak up on one to grab one. But obviously I'm a 6'2" turtle, and it's a very difficult thing to do.
How about we just kill them with arrows and fire, and then we go collect what they had, and hopefully.
Well, my fire did nothing, so you're welcome to try.
Oh.
I didn't even get to roll damage on it. It just
Here's my
stopped.
Here's my idea. You run at one of the guys as fast as you can, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the glass, and it's gonna shatter, and you dive under wherever it splashes.
So he's gonna run up to the bottles, or run up to the creatures, while you try and shoot the arrow.
Yes, we don't have to capture them or be sneaky.
Oh.
We just have to be faster than them.
You're asking me to do this.
Yes. This is
Okay.
your idea.
No, my idea was to be sneaky.
You think
This is not my idea.
You think you can be sneaky? You have heavy armor, right?
No, I have natural armor. Okay, yeah, we're gonna try what he said.
You could. If you think you can do the sneak. I thought you had
Nope.
like heavy.
We're
cleric
already
armor.
in it.
All right,
We're
we're in
already in
it.
Okay, so you don't really need to roll anything for charging at the creature.
I just like rolling things. Okay, I have a dice tray in front of me. Like I'm gonna just
Let him roll.
randomly
Let him
shit.
roll a dice.
Okay, you can roll a dice. What?
He'll have to roll the dice
But
to
you're not
jump
trying
under,
to
right?
grab. Roll me acrobatics, because you've got to jump underneath. And
Okay.
Sean, you roll just an attack.
All right. I rolled an 11.
Rolled an 11. Okay. So, you go bum rushing this little creature, and it lets out this weird screeching noise and chucks the bottle at you, hitting you square in the face. Sean, you shot really well, and you would have hit that bottle if she had not chucked it. So instead, it just goes right into her gut. As the bottle smashes into Makav's face, you start melting away. It's dripping down you, and you're becoming just a puddle in the landscape.
Do I feel
Pretty.
any pain? Do I feel pretty?
It is a weird sensation. It's not painful, but you just dripping away. And then you are
Alright.
silenced. And you are gone.
I'm gone.
You
Maka
just-
is dead.
You all see him
Gone.
just melt away.
Dead.
All right, mission accomplished. We saved one of us.
Guy says, "Look, he must be back in the real world now."
All right, you're up. You're up next.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, I'm doing it. I'm committed to this. I run at the next one with my bow drawn. Actually, I have a light crossbow as well, so I'm gonna pull it out one-handed and run at a guy screaming and shooting bolts at it.
Wait, one more time. What are you doing?
I am running at one of these tiny little things with its bottle of magic mystery goo, and I'm yelling and screaming and firing crossbow bolts at it as I run at it.
Okay. Roll for your hits. How many times did you?
I didn't. I only needed one.
What were you aiming for?
The dude,
Where on the little creature?
center of mass.
Center mass. Okay. It right into the center again as it's chucking a bottle at you.
I'm ready for it. Take me away, magical mystery goo.
Away.
Jeff, you're the last one left in this world as you watch. Sean, what's your character's name again?
Something stupid.
Orc.
Hork Basilbib.
Oh yeah, Hork. As you watch Hork, your little goblin leader, drip away.
I'm not little. I'm a hobgoblin.
Okay, your large little leader person. Drip away.
Large, little.
So I'm the only one left.
You are the only one left.
Is there anything there anything left of the of Macav and Hork? Is it just like a pile of just like paint?
Just a puddle of colors.
Brilliant colors. Because I am brilliant.
Yours are kind of muddy colors.
I'm a red hobgoblin.
Bloody diarrhea then.
Yeah. Hork would think those are beautiful colors.
He would appreciate that.
What a way to go.
Your friends are gone. You're surrounded by these very anxious-looking little creatures now.
Gundar's looking around like,
Well, Gundar, what were you doing?
Could I try?
You could.
Could I try to just walk up to one of them and take the bottle from them? Like, not forcefully, just, like, hold out my hand?
Yeah, so you walk up and they stare up at you because they're very small, and they just hand you the bottle.
Okay. So I've got this bottle of obviously paint thinner.
Drink it.
I'm considering it, but I'm gonna go back to the place where I slashed the ground. I'm gonna try to just toss it at the gash in the painting and see what happens.
They're not going to give you more if you just dump it on the ground whenever they give it to you.
It just widens the gash, feeling more layers of paint.
So it's more layers of paint.
Yes, paint on paint. Paint for
Okay.
days.
I'm gonna try it one more
Oh,
time
wow.
just to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back, take another bottle, put it on there, and see what happens.
Paint on paint on paint on paint, bro.
Yeah.
Take a sip.
Can I do a perception roll to see just if there's anything?
Some tasty looking wine.
If there's anything. Roll me investigations.
Kind of wine.
What's up, Beth?
Okay. All you can tell is this is an entire covered in paint and what appears to be some sort of. Give it. Did you give the? Are you testing the world or the little liquid in the bottle?
Just the world in general.
Yeah, it all seems to be paint that you can smear around and mess with and build things with.
If I look up to the sky, can I see out of the painting, or is it just horizon, like landscape?
It is like blue, colors of blue, just sort of smearing across the sky. Moving and shifting and swirling. Very starry night, but daytime.
Does it have depth to it, or is it like 2D? like if I'm looking up at the sky, is it like obviously a painting, or does it look like a real sky?
Obviously. Well, it looks like it's too far away for you to ever reach.
Okay, I'm gonna go get one of the bottles from the critters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and jump into the layer of paint that I've revealed. Like, I'm just gonna like stick my leg in just to see what happens.
It is covered in paint. And like I said, with his arm, it looks like it's sort of like coloring you as a person.
So it's just all it's doing is changing my color.
Yes.
I'd like to dump the vial on one of the things.
One of what things?
One of the little critters.
They screech and dissolve. And the others run away from you.
Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but to dissolve myself. I'm going to lob my hand axe at one of them in an attempt to get it to toss the bottle at me.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
It's funny, I've said the exact same thing during one of my depressive episodes.
Okay, it hits them square in the back, and they are just running as far away as they can. They could.
Did it drop the bottle?
Nope.
You're going to have to chase one.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to run it down now.
What is that you're running? Oh, it's a racer thing.
Because
It's a Death Eater skull.
I'm dead.
All right, so what do I roll to chase one down?
We're gonna do an acrobatics, and then when you get up to it, you're gonna have to do a either acrobatics or athletics or an athletics to try and grapple it. Now, roll me that athletics. You run up to it, but then as you try and grab it, it bends and contorts in a weird way and manages to slip from your grasp.
I mean, there's nothing else to do here, so I guess I'll keep trying.
Okay, roll again. You can't catch up to him that time. Still can't catch up to him.
What?
Are you going after a particular one?
I mean, just whichever one's closest.
Okay, you have caught up to one. Now try and grab him. Alright, you have grabbed it. As you grab it, it smashes the bottle over your head.
I'm gonna chomp into its head as I dissolve.
You just sort of smear on its face.
It's wearing you as war paint now.
So I just painted the thing.
So, you all wake up. You were laying in the floor of this living room here, and you still on the pavement. The woman and the halfling have disappeared,
Son of a bitch.
and Jeff, your gun all right?
Yeah.
Your axe that you left in the back of that one creature is still over in that other world. Your axe is gone.
Oh well.
That's why we have hand axes. They're replaceable.
I'm going to start searching around and going into rooms and trying to find where they disappeared.
All right, where do you start?
I'm going to start with this door straight to my right because I don't know what's in here.
Here? Okay.
Yeah.
It is unlocked, and inside you see a bathroom. That I
Is
now
that
know is a
happy too?
bathroom.
A mountainous pile of excrement.
It's smelly, but it's very happy.
What now?
I think this room looks interesting.
Which room? That one? Oh, you can't just walk right in. Don't you little horses? This door is locked.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I will not be stopped by a locked door. I kick it.
Kick it. All right. Roll me athletics. You successfully kick it down. Inside, you see Emily, but she looks very different now.
Let's say, sup,
She's-
girl.
She's now in her vampiric form. There's also 2 humans just over in this corner, looking kind of emaciated, but still alive.
Are they
And
just like,
she screeches at you, "How dare you enter my abode!" and roll for initiative.
Hold on.
Hey.
When she says that, I say, you invited us in.
Yeah, but now you're fucking with her, and she's hungry.
Well, she's done nothing but fuck with us. You don't turn people into paintings and think that that's okay.
not cool?
I'm definitely not okay with that 7. I'm going to try to be extra loud and obnoxious, and I'm going to be like, I'm trying to stomp around and be loud to activate the code word that says the rogues should get involved.
She screams out, "Who sent you?"
That's
Remember.
say that's not part of the deal.
Like, oops. That's my cool name. It's got me. I also just realized I typed it in as vampire spawn.
Vampire Squad.
Y'all reroll your initiative and I'll fix it.
I'll re-roll and take the other one.
Hey.
Well, son of a bitch.
Ah,
22.
So nothing changed.
It's,
Incredibly disappointing.
Jeff is a 13. Oh, not 32.
oops.
All right. Macaw, what you want to do?
Something. She hasn't actually attacked us yet, has she?
No, not yet.
We're in initiative, though.
Yeah, but she hasn't attacked us yet. I'm going to run into the room. 15. You said there were people over here?
Yes.
Do they look like they're dying? Or do they just look upset?
They look like they are
Look
not
us.
in the best of health, but they're not actively in the process of dying.
They look rustled.
They look pretty rustled.
Okay. I'm going to go towards them, but like not all the way because I'm not entirely sure if they're like vampies or not. And I'm going to. Her name was Emily.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say. Well, hold on one second. Hey, will you guys help me out with something real quick?
Maybe.
We're trying to find. I'm going to a wedding this weekend in Georgia, and we're trying to find a good dress. And do you guys like this?
Thumbs up.
Looks good.
It's the best dress I've ever seen.
Everyone's giving a thumbs up, and Jeff said it's the best dress he's ever seen.
Alrighty.
So,
Okay, so I gotta figure out how to pin this.
but I think it looks good overall.
think so. It doesn't.
Just remember, it'll be cold since Georgia doesn't have fall. It goes straight from summer to winter.
Or it might be like boiling.
Well, you might want to check. It's going back. It's going back up next week. So.
Oh yeah, like today, this morning, it was like I needed a jacket and gloves, and then
we're coming in on Thursday, so like we're keeping a close eye on the weather.
And then by 1 p.m. it's like I needed a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
And you don't think it's too showy, do you?
I don't think so. No. Cool. All right, back to Emily. You'll look at Emily. I'm gonna say, look, I don't think that this is going to go well for any of us here. So maybe we can talk this through and see if we can come to some sort of a agreement. I know we tried to do that before, but you kind of turned us into paint, and that was weird. But maybe we can talk through this.
I am more than willing to talk, but you came into my home and saying you were coming for me. How am I not supposed to take that as a threat?
No. We said that somebody had hired us to come for you, and we wanted to talk.
How is that not threatening?
Well, we followed it up immediately by saying we wanted to talk to you about it. But you turned us into paint.
You're not very good at listening, are you?
She gives you a very dark side eye, and you see her claws clench, and she says, "Let's talk. Who sent you, and why?"
I thought Sean's put everything forward.
No, he didn't.
Oh no, I said we were sent here to deal with you, and would you like to counteroffer that? And
let's make a deal.
Are we out of initiative? Are we in initiative?
I have it written
Right
down.
now, we're talking.
We're half in, half out.
If we need to fight, then we'll fight.
I don't want.
Y'all can talk. Whoever wants to talk.
Okay, I'm gonna talk then. I'm not telling you who we came from. That's not part of the deal. We haven't made any deal yet.
That's kind of hard to make a deal if I don't know who you were sent by or for what reason.
Let's see. You're a vampire. How many people want vampires dead?
Half of this damn town is vampires, Simon.
Did we know that?
We did not.
I don't think we did.
So the other half of the town wants you dead. I don't see why it matters who.
It does matter who.
Do you want
It matters the most who.
No, it doesn't. It matters, do you want to fight us or don't you?
It depends on why you're here.
Well, we are here to kill you.
Well, then guess I want to fight you.
But we don't want to kill you if we don't have to. That's why I said, would you like to counter?
You are bad at this. And she turns to Turtle Man. Turtle Man, you seem to be. What is your name?
Don't tell her your name. It gives her power. It gives her power if she knows your name.
You seem to be the only reasonable one here, and I'm trying not to cut your friend's head off, which I easily could.
I'm knocking an arrow at her face.
No, stop. So we were contacted by a noble person. We're still not gonna say their name yet. But we can kind of give you some idea, and maybe we can come to an agreement on who we might be talking about. This is like a game of charades, but with words.
Yes, charades. I love charades.
Okay,
So
if you won't say who, then why?
they said that you were kidnapping noble people and turning them either dead or into vampires, and they didn't like that because they themselves are a noble person.
Real quick, are you bluffing, or do you not remember what he told you?
That's what he told us.
Out of character, are you bluffing, or are you... I do not remember what they told you.
I am going with... Okay, so it's a persuasion check based on my memory of the situation, because I wasn't paying attention that much.
Okay.
No, that sounded like exactly it, though.
I have an
No,
intelligence
what I
of
told you
10.
was that she was collecting information to use about the nobles to take them down.
But also they were disappearing because they were being eaten.
You came up with being eaten stuff. He never said being eaten.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So I stand by my. I'm not trying to deceive her. I am telling the truth to the best of my knowledge, which is not great.
Okay, so we'll reiterate. What is it that you are telling her?
Okay. So
Normally, it wouldn't be 2 weeks in between you seeing her and him telling you that. It's been like
right.
2 hours.
Right. So I will say we have been hired by a noble person who has noticed that some other noble people have gone missing, and as such they wanted us to stop that from happening so it didn't happen to him. Them. I didn't say him. That would be ridiculous. Could be a she.
So it's a him. We know that much at least. Is that it is a he.
I didn't
But
say that.
please,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do
Start
have
slowly
a
retreating
lucrative.
into my shell.
I do have a lucrative business. Obviously, it's someone who would like to take it from me, and that's why it matters who. So either my options here are to get rid of you, or find out what the deal is, and we might be able to talk a little bit more. So either you can tell me who it is so I can find out their motives, or I can kill you.
How about this? As a sign of...
Time out. Scott, Brett, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Renan is looking at Sky going, are we going to light this thing or what? I'm tired of waiting.
You heard a good boom when he kicked through the door.
I say we light this thing.
Let's
Sounds
light
like there's trouble up
Let's
there.
light this bitch. Yeah.
All right. We're going to crawl out and then, leave a little trail so that when we get out, we can light it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to light it while I'm lying under here.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Are you lighting it now?
Yes, we are.
We are.
Nothing
All
bad
right.
will happen.
So, cut back into the indoor people. And what are y'all doing? Let's continue our conversation.
As a sign of good faith, you offer us a hefty sum of money and we'll tell you who. That is the deal.
I think I would prefer to kill you. I
think
didn't make my money by giving it away.
you're not giving it away. You're paying for intel.
I only pay for information, and you don't have the information I want.
We obviously do have the information you want. That's why you're asking.
How much?
I don't know what a reasonable sum of money is out of character.
I don't even remember, weren't we going to get paid in gems or something?
Yeah, but I'd want to make more than that. You should try to do that plus 20%. I don't know, would my character know what a reasonable sum of money is? He's a mercenary that does this
You're
kind
a
of thing for a
mercenary,
living.
and he's offering you 1 ruby each.
Okay, so
Ooh.
do you want me to give her a number, or do you want me to, or can we hand wave what my offer is and say that it is slightly unreasonable? Just slightly. Maybe she could bargain it down a little bit, but maybe not if I'm feeling like a
I'm
dick.
going to need you to roleplay what you want an amount to be. Your current offer is 5 gems for getting rid of her. Or bringing...
I don't know how
dealing
to.
with situations.
I don't know how to role play an unreasonable amount of money, but I will say, how about this? You give us this amount of money, and I hold up my fingers.
It's 5.
This
5
much.
gold?
It's
Gladly, I would give you 5 gold.
and then I hold up my fingers, and I'm like this.
500 gold.
I don't know. I don't know what
There were 3 zeros.
5,000 gold.
is that
That
slightly
must have been
Party.
much.
is that slightly unreasonable?
That's unreasonable.
But how unreasonable?
That's quite unreasonable.
So she's gonna give us 3 rubies.
So
though?
we've established what a baseline is now. And I'm talking to the vampire at this point, trying to figure out what an unreasonable amount of money is to her.
I will give you 50 gold apiece.
How much is a ruby?
It's 5,000. Let's go with the 3 rubies. Gundar pops in his head. He says, "Did she say 3 rubies?"
They're offering you rubies. This must be someone of. God, there's only one person of that much wealth in this place. Who is it?
God damn it,
Tell me.
Gundar, keep your mouth shut.
I mean, if you say that there's only one person, I mean, you could say the name out loud, and we could, like, you know, give you a yes or no, or maybe so.
Or an arrow.
No arrows. No arrows.
You said no arrows, like 2 arrows? All the arrows?
No,
I start just plucking
no.
arrows.
Time smoke starts creeping up through the floorboards.
Son of a bitch, kill that. Don't let that halfling do that thing again.
This isn't from me.
What?
That's fire. You decided to come into my home and attack me, and she takes a swipe at you,
God damn it.
Sean, because you're right there. So she moves forward.
Whoa, hold on.
Nope, no holding on. She's swiping at you.
We're done. We're fighting.
She was being completely unreasonable.
Sean, what's your AC?
It's very high. 17.
Okay, she misses. Now we're back in initiative. You can each have a couple of seconds to speak, but right now you're fighting and the house is slowly catching on fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop a channel divinity and use Radiance of the Dawn. So I present my holy symbol, which I never actually chose one, and each hostile creature within 30 feet of me may take a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. What's the DC? Oh, she fails it.
She fails it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2d10 plus my cleric level, and that is 6. So 2d10. 12 plus 6 is 18, so she takes 18 points of radiant damage.
18 points. All right.
I was like, stop. No, we don't want to do this. I'd really rather avoid this.
Well,
And that's all. I'm
It's
gonna
now
do.
her time
Oh, I'm not gonna-
and says, "How could I trust you now?" And takes another swipe at Sean.
Stop attacking me. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
First
Could we
one.
see that radiant damage? Could we see the radiance?
Well, all the windows are covered,
Oh, okay.
but you do start hearing fighting noises from inside.
It harnesses sunlight and banishes darkness. So I would assume it's like, even if the windows are covered, there'd be at least a camera flash.
Yeah, okay, y'all saw like a little bit of a flash from inside.
You think we should check that out?
Let's jump through the window.
All
You
right.
said it was. You said it was radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna say damage. It's very effective.
Be a vampire. Alright.
Okay, Sean, what's your AC?
17.
17. All right. You take 12 points of damage. So, with just necrotic. That's all she's gonna do. Gundar. Gundar? Jeff?
Sorry.
He's lost in the haze of the battle.
No, I was listening to Amanda talk in the background. So we're attacking. We did the Radiance of the Dawn.
Make her bleed.
Is that a window over behind her?
Yes, there's a window behind her.
I think we're. Oh, okay.
I imagine
gonna-
that'll happen at the bottom of the round.
Move into the room.
What are y'all trying to do?
We're gonna bust through the window where we heard the fighting
Yeah.
happening and we saw the flash of light.
Yeah.
Y'all can do that at the bottom of the round.
I'm gonna toss my hand axe at that window.
Do you have
Well,
more than
actually,
one?
yeah, I had two. Would
Okay.
would a bugbear know what a vampire's weakness was?
Would the bugbear have any experience with?
Well, we're a band of mercenaries, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, probably, it's possible.
You're also only 6th level, and y'all have to tell me for that one. I don't know what y'all fought before. And don't meta.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to determine. Am I metagaming by being like,
Hey Jeff,
vampires?
you should do a history check against that and see what you know.
You know vampires don't like sunlight and running water.
I'm gonna toss my other hand axe at the window to try and shatter it.
It's nighttime.
Never mind.
So campaigns been at night.
Let there be light.
Just kidding. Never mind.
Hold on. She said running water also. You could drag her into the bathroom and turn on the faucet.
They can't cross running water.
What if running water crosses them?
So if I
get wet.
peed on her, it wouldn't do any damage.
No.
That would count as
You
running
can try
water.
it if you want.
It's like
Do not expose your important bits.
Gundar is really gonna piss her off. Literally.
Oh, you just made me pee myself.
No, I'm just gonna try and whack her with my flail.
Okay. 11 misses. Anything else?
I'll try again.
That one hits.
Quomp, right in the side of the head.
All right.
No.
Anything else?
I'll do my surprise at. Oh no, you have to surprise. So never mind.
Yeah, she is definitely not surprised.
Surprise! No, okay, that's it.
All right, Pork.
I'm up close, so I don't think I can use my longbow. Can I use my light crossbow at point blank range?
I don't think so unless you took sharpshooter.
No.
Okay, I did not. Oh, well, I have a short sword too, so I swing my short sword.
Hit.
And I use one of my maneuvers.
I've been rolling really high for 6th level.
It's because I'm balling. I'm gonna expend one of my superiority dies to drive the target back 15 feet. So they will be like right here.
10, 15, yeah.
Which should trigger an attack of opportunity for Jeff.
Ooh.
And for me.
But she's not willingly moving out.
Yeah, but she moved out of range.
I don't think that it. Yeah, only when a creature moves out of range of an opponent, not if they are moved against.
It is. Does it say if they're moved against their will? Because that's how.
It's inferred.
Because that's how
inferred if
fear works, right?
It's inferred that if they are not willingly moved out of range.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
fear
gonna
would
say
be
you
different.
you're not getting an attack of opportunity for pushing her.
Okay. And then I will.
Because, yeah.
I will drop my sword and use my longbow to take a shot at her now that she's at a decent range.
Okay, so do you have an ability that allows you to switch weapons and then use them? Because you usually can't do that.
Can you not?
No. Only if you have quick draw.
I don't even know what quick draw is.
Then you don't have it.
Well, that's annoying.
Did you deal your damage, Sean?
Didn't even consider it. 10.
Okay.
Then I'm going to run forward again and use my attack, or my short sword attack. 23.
Yeah, it hits.
And I'm going to expend one more.
I am shocked that you get +7 to all of your rolls. That seems wrong.
Does it seem wrong?
Okay, what's your damage?
10. And I'm going to expend one more of my superiority dice to do distracting strike. The next attack rolled against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage. And I also add my superiority dice damage to the attack, which is 1d8. I think I add 1d8 for the other one as well. Yeah. So I'll just roll those 2d8s. So add 9 to my total damage done to her.
Oh, there was a save against that push. What was the
Let me tell you what it is.
Strength saving throw. What's
What's
it's
the
a strength
DC?
saving throw.
Maneuver save equals DC. The DC equals 8 plus your proficiency plus your dex. So 8 plus 11. So that's 11 plus my dex. So 15.
Okay, she actually fell to the ground when that happened. So she's actually prone over
Okay.
here.
Well, then I still hit on all those attacks.
Yeah, you did.
And the next person to attack her has advantage. And
All right, end of
that's
the
me.
round. So we're gonna say Brett and Scott, do your thing.
Alrighty. I'll come crashing through the window.
I guess we'll come in through the window right here.
Oh, we come up through this window. I go out, and then I walk around.
Okay, so
Okay, ready?
how are you breaking the window?
Jumping through it. I'm
We're
a cat.
jumping through.
I'm gonna do the superhero jump through it.
Okay, give me an acrobatics.
Y'all are coming through multiple windows, right? Not the same one.
Actually, give me athletics too, because y'all got to break through that glass.
I'm following.
16 and 17.
Okay, you bust through the window. Do a lovely barrel roll.
3-point landing. And I roll for initiative.
What about you, Brett?
I'm going to jump in after him.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Did you just an 18?
No, my browser was blocking the 1. I thought it just said 8 for a second.
Okay, I'll count.
I'll jump through. I guess I'll roll. Bloop, bloop, and roll for initiative. Whoops, not intelligence. What am I doing?
How smart am I? You roll in, do the thinking man pose. All right. Now we are back with Macabre at the top.
Well, there goes my fireball spell. Because like everyone's there now. I will move kind of catty corner. I don't want to get like over like on the bed, but just like to the corner of the bed.
Uh-huh.
And that doesn't work. I'm going to cast. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action spiritual weapon, and what does it look like? It looks like the mermaids for the spirit guardians. So it looks like a crocodile. I want it to be a crocodile. A crocodile that you would see on the trip to Florida, just stuffed and standing up.
All right.
I'm gonna put it right next to her, and it's gonna go ahead and take a swing. Let's see. No, stop that. Let's roll it each way. That's 11 plus 8, so 19.
Hit.
Hit. So that's 1d8 plus. So that's 15 points of damage.
All right.
And since that was my bonus action, I'm going to use my action to cast Bless. I'm going to do it to Sean and Jeff because they're the closest to me. And who jumped in the window first?
I did. Sky full of
Alright,
stars.
Sky full of stars gets the third Bless. So you get a d4 added to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Excellent.
You thought I was rolling high before.
It's mostly because she's been targeting you, and so if you have to make a save, I'm trying to help you out.
I appreciate all buffs.
That'll end my turn.
All right. So now it's running.
Okay. I gotta remind myself of what I can do. Okay. I'm going to run in. Whoop, up on her. And what do I have? I'll attack her with my short sword.
Down that hits.
And then I'm going to disengage and draw back.
Is that you?
That's me.
All right.
That would consume my advantage that I had for whoever got the next attack.
Spiritual weapon. Hit. So,
Oh, spiritual weapon got it?
yeah, that would have been the next attack.
But it hit anyway?
Yeah, it hit.
All right.
She is going to reach out and try and grapple for her.
That stupid vampire.
So
Wednesdays night at
either
7,
acrobatics or
CBS.
athletics.
I'm gonna acrobatic it. Plus 1d4. 19.
All right, you barely manage to wiggle out, and then she's going to take another swipe at you with her claws, which hits. Or what's your attack? Your AC again?
17.
17. Okay, it hits. So you take 15 damage. And she also gets up off the ground before she did anything. But that's gonna be her, Gundar.
Okay. Let's see. Gonna jump up on the bed.
We've got the high ground.
That's right, I have advantage. Do it hit?
Hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Gonna whack her right in the head. Clonk. I think I can do an action surge.
You should do it. Do it, do it, do it.
What? What is the action surge?
Oh no, I must have used it at some point, but since
I don't
the
think
last
you
video-
have.
Oh, you used it against a werewolf, I think.
Yep, I think I did.
All
No
right,
action surge for me. Done.
Sky, what's yours?
So immediately upon busting into the room, I'm going to see the fighting going on in front of me. And I am going to use my insightful fighting. I'm going to target Imini. And this is using my bonus action, I'm going to make a insight check against her, and she'll contest that with a charisma deception check.
All right. What is the number to beat?
It is that number. A very, very low number.
Yeah, she easily beats it.
If that is the case, how close is she to me?
Surprisingly, you
That's
have to
her.
use
That's her
wisdom.
right there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's her. All right.
I'd be in between you.
What are these walls made of?
The insides is wood, the outside is brick.
The inside is wood.
Yeah.
Using my cat's claw, I'm going to take movement onto the wall, and jump onto the wall and latch onto it. How high are the ceilings?
Higher normal ceilings.
10 feet. That's
Yeah.
how high they are in Valheim.
I'm gonna climb up as high. I'm gonna climb up as high as I can and just wait. And that's my turn.
9 feet. They're 9 feet tall. And okay, so you've climbed up the wall, and you're waiting. Orc.
Yep.
I'm going to swing my sword.
All right.
Swing.
Swing your sword.
29.
Hit. How are you rolling this high?
Look, I rolled a 19. Don't worry, I do it again.
Are you gonna roll for damage?
You have a D4 to add to it if you want.
17 damage total.
All right.
I really want to miss so that you can say that I miss, and then I can say, but wait.
There's more.
Wait, there's more. +7 still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay. Macabre.
Macabre. The crocodile's gonna take a snap. Snappy, snap, snap, snap.
Okay.
So do. Oh god. 3 plus 8, so that's an 11.
Yes.
Oh. Poor Croc. He just wants some food. Okay, and then I will. Instead, I can't play that. I'll cast. Soul the Dead. Oh. So it is a wisdom saving throw. It was 16.
It does necrotic damage.
Yes.
Right.
Did she save?
It strikes her, but seems not to affect her.
That's 9 points wasted. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna stand here and pretend like I did something.
You learned something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah,
Alright,
and I'm
run
not
in.
gonna move because I'm pretty happy.
Okay, I'm going back. I'm gonna stab her again.
That's that.
Stabby stab. Hit.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And I'm going to disengage and draw back again.
Alright.
I know, like, I'm just imagining, like, this little goblin going up. Yeah!
As the flames are creeping through from the center of the house and nearing the
Oh,
doorway,
fuck, I forgot we were burning things.
she is going to take one final swipe at work. What's your AC again?
17.
Okay, it misses, and then she is going to run away. So you get an attack of opportunity this time.
Boop.
Okay, hit.
I think Jeff will as well.
No, you won't. Where's Jeff?
He
Right
said
next.
he'd be right back.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, he will as well.
Jeff! Come back and murder this bitch.
See, I'll just roll his flail for him. I will be fair. And I'll do it out in the open. So he gets plus, he also gets plus 7, looks like. Mm. 7. Okay. I did that in the
Yeah,
open, so
that
y'all
was real
see
nice
it.
of him.
So he drops his hand axe, and obviously it misses.
Wow.
And then she runs through, climbs up the wall, and busts through the window to disappear into the night. Yeah, easily busts through the window and disappears into the night. Combat has ended. You're in a burning house. There are people in the corner.
Time to go. I run and jump out the
Okay.
window.
I'm gonna look over at the burning people and not my problem and just bust out through the window I'm right next to.
I hate you all. I'm gonna go and try and save the people.
Okay.
Are they tied up?
No, they're just like cowering in the corner.
Oh. Are they big people or are they little people?
They're average sized humans.
As a big portal, can I pick them both up?
Well, what's your strength?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an athletics roll. You should be good.
Until you roll like a 5 and you're like, you could only try one.
So it's a 14.
We're gonna say your movement's like half. You're kind of slow, but extra slow. But yeah,
All right.
you can.
That's fine. Once I pick them up, I'm breaking them to this window and throwing their asses out.
Okay, that window is already busted through.
Yes. So I throw them out and then follow out after them.
All right.
I've done one good thing as a cleric.
Renan, Sky.
Renan is resistant fire, so I'm investigating. I want to find her book of names. I want to take over her business.
Well, you weren't really in here, but all of the books were in the main area,
Okay.
which is very much on fire right now.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to get them.
Yes, but papers and paint tend to be very flammable.
Especially oil paints.
So basically this place
there's
caught so
nothing to
fast.
if there's nothing to recover, then I'm leaving.
Okay. Sky?
Oh, I busted out the window as soon as the fight was over. Like, I saw the emaciated
Okay.
people, the vampire's gone, not my problem anymore. I'm out.
I'm guessing we're going to make an executive decision that Jeff also went through a window and not into the fire.
I ordered
It's gonna be
him.
so- I'm gonna make an executive decision that Jeff picked up his hand axe at least.
Okay, sounds good. He seems to be having trouble keeping track of those. Where are y'all going? So, as the house burns, you start hearing some more screams from inside.
That's unfortunate.
Guy just shrugs. Not my problem.
The two you toss through the window have run away.
All right, let's go collect our money.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have officially,
From behind me.
you have effectively murdered several innocent people. Congratulations.
Sounds like
Are they
us.
innocent, though? Are
Were
they?
they innocent? They were in that building. I mean,
They
come
were
on.
hostages. She was feeding on them.
Oh, sure, they have us believe that.
You can't.
That?
I mean, what do they say about omelets and cracked eggs?
You just immolated innocent hostages. I'm
Eh,
pretty sure you're all evil now.
I was already
Nope.
chaotic neutral.
Well,
I
not
saved
you.
too.
You
Pretty close
saved
to
who
being
you
evil
could.
anyway.
Everyone else intentionally immolated,
My karma
Yes,
level
people.
is completely neutral at this point.
except for the fact that you're hanging out with super evil people.
Was already pretty evil. He's just on the cusp of not being evil.
We couldn't save people we didn't know about.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know they were there.
So as the house burns down and you see people running towards it, a small voice in the back of your head reminds you what she said. Half of the people in this village are vampires.
All right.
I think we need to invest in garlic.
Yeah, we probably ought to beat it.
Ooh. I'm going to use my last 3rd level spell. And I'm going to cast Daylight on like a piece of the burning building, and a 60-foot radius of sunlight just bursts out. And if there are vampires nearby, if I know anything about vampires, is that they don't like light
Yes.
and should keep them away while we make our escape.
So the ones that were running towards the building, upon the explosion of light, they stop and back away into the shadows.
All right. We go the opposite way.
From there, I'm going to say that this campaign has ended because y'all just need to find your way out of town or else you die, and I don't have that many encounters planned.
I don't know that we would leave town. I think we'd go collect our fee.
I'm going to get my money.
And we would say that we killed her.
Again,
She burned in the building.
you just killed or burnt down the home of one of the most respected vampires in this entire city. I don't have
Right.
that many vampire spawn encounters planned, but they wouldn't let you get to the place.
They don't know we did it.
They kind of saw us.
We were very
They said you
sneaky.
tried to get out, and then you lit it up.
We are professional mercenaries. We did exactly what we were going to do, and it was the best.
Job done.
Okay, your options are either I say as DM that you all died by vampires, or I say as DM that you got out of town.
Well, if they tried to go back and vampires are descending upon us, Sky Full of Stars is out of there.
Let's go get a beer.
Yeah,
We can't. We got to leave town.
Let's go.
Oh man. Go us. We got the bad ending of the video game.
You did.
She was totally ready to talk.
She
Just
was.
all went south.
So, do y'all want to know what y'all didn't learn that could have led to an entire campaign? So it
Yeah,
just
sure.
Einkil Lutger was not only a vampire himself, but her master, and he was trying to do a power grab to take over her business.
So we should have just said his fucking name.
Yeah,
And this would involve an God damn it.
yeah. In fact, it says that she will not force a combat. So, which I misread before I started that first initiative, but that's why I was like, oh, let's talk.
Oh man.
Close enough.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some.
Hey,
And like I said, y'all just immolated a house full of hostages, so
mission accomplished.
We just shifted the ratio on vampire humans.
everyone but Taylor is evil now.
They weren't people
Yeah.
they weren't people I could mooch money off of in some fashion, so I don't. Sky doesn't care.
And that is the end. It's also time to end, so that's why I gave official.
Cool.
Bye-bye, Internet. I'm gonna kill
Bye-bye.
the stream
Bye.
if I can